My name is Robert, and I'm the founder of Dandelion Kenya, an organization which started about 3 years ago with the aim of empowering women and youth, especially in marginalized areas in Rift Valley. Basically, we work within two areas. One is empowering people through personal skills and social skills. We do trainings in self-esteem, self-confidence, and in believing that there is a better future. The second part of our program is entrepreneurship. We believe that that is the other side of the same coin. You have to feel good about yourself. You have to live a healthy life, but that's not enough. You also need to have a decent, sustainable income. Right now, as you can see in the lovely background here, we are at a lake, Lake Baringo, and on that lake there is an island, the biggest island in the lake. It's called Coco Island. There is a small community of Ilchamus. They call Nyems in Swahili. Ilchamus is the local language, and they really have a lot of challenges. There are drug problems, there are problems of illiteracy, there are problems of family planning, and so far about 98% of the women are circumcised. They have a problem with sustaining themselves. They used to be a pastoralized people with cattle, but not only once but twice they have been displaced, driven away by stronger neighbors, and now they found their refugee at the island, and consequently they had to change from cattle to fishing. So what they're doing basically is fishing, and they use boats that are almost 1,000 years. They made a balsam tree, very, very tiny boats, maybe 1.5 meter, and very simple boats, and they're fishing catfish, mudfish, and to some extent tilapia. The problem is that they don't earn a lot. They get very bad prices for their fish, and they don't have the knowledge to develop the fish into to more expensive fish products. The second line of business they're doing is tourism. This is a place for tourists. It's absolutely gorgeous. I wish there were more tourists. It's a paradise for birds. And of course they try to do handicrafts and sell to tourists. And also there is a hot spring where they meet tourists and they let the tourists boil egg in the hot spring. What we're doing now is actually that we are developing their traits. We learn people about business ideas, we learn them to keep track of money, which is a very important thing, and we learn them about sales, marketing, design, production, things like that. Your income should be enough for expenses plus savings. Plus savings. You must be able to save for a bad day. So for instance, 20 tilapia times 20 shillings is 400 shillings. 3 mudfish times whatever, 500, let's say, 1,500, one catfish. This day, if this was correct, you would have done 2,500 shillings. The fourth market is Sweden. New products, good quality, good packaging, good stories, and reasonable pricing. So here you will put your fish. So the smoke will go like this and warm the fish. We brought a designer here, and she works with the women mostly and the jewelry production, and and we find markets for the fish as well as the jewelry products.
I just want to help these women learn new skills in jewelry making, maybe new designs, improve the type of jewelry they're making, just improve the quality a bit, because the work is amazing, but with a little more help, they could do better than they're doing right now.
We have to consider design. We have to understand what the market, what the customers really want. What they are willing to buy, not only for themselves when they're here, but also maybe to buy for their friends and family going back to their countries.
But sasa itakuwa kwa pieces kubwa zenye itarudi tu inafungwa hivi.
They understood that they have to do it themselves, basically. What we can do is work as a mediator. We can give them a few ideas, but they have to do all the work themselves. That's our basic principle. So this is a really, really interesting project, and I think we're doing a lot of progress.
The kind of attitude people have is like they think you can only survive when you have that, big capital to start, so that you can start something big. You can start from as low as you can. The little that you have can take you somewhere, as long as you have the proper skills, and that is what I'm helping put into these women, and I know they have the potential. like this place where we live now, they have the potential.
We've been here on Lake Baringa for a week, and we've been working in groups. They have chosen different areas they want to work with, and it's the volunteers who are sort of leading these processes, and it wouldn't have happened without the volunteers.
I decided that I wanted to come help Robert with Dandelion Canyon because I really liked his mission. I like that he's a grassroots organization that is interested in streamlining the supply chains and trying to provide some equity to the people in this island. And it's just been an amazing experience to be able to see, help, live with these people and try to just help them out a little bit. So it's been a great time and experience.
I heard about the great work Robert was doing with Dandelion Kenya and the women economic empowerment, and since I study economics, I was very interested to come see what he was doing and help out as much as I can, so that's why I'm here in Lake Baringa.
So my group here, we're discussing fishing and how we might be able to improve that as a sustainable business going forward. So we're looking at how we can fish better and then how we can product the fish to then bring in a sustainable profit.
Working tourism in this group, so we're working on the hot spring and the jewelry, so we're looking at ideas for how we can improve these,
fish with a hook,
with the future,
that's up to you.
how we're going to be able to improve
So
these.
who gets the most fish? People who use hooks?
And now we are at a point where we are trying to describe the project. Yeah. So we're trying to get ideas from the wind.
I prefer the hook, so that works better. But the weeds get it.
Mnafikia tuandike nini kwamba mnajua
We need volunteers that have empathy, but we also need volunteers that have skills like healthcare skills, like handicraft, like understanding of culture, etc. We work and we live inside the communities, and that's nothing a tourist could ever be able to approach. They would never get the same impression, the same experience of the real Africa as they can do as volunteers. Of course, there's nothing we can do without funds. We need money, we need resources to be able to do what we want to do. And without funds, there's only so much we can do. Knowledge is free, but it needs also some other things that cost money. We don't do charity, we don't do handouts. We provide education, we provide empowerment through education. And as such an organization, we want to work long term. We try to stay for a long time with our groups. The normal length for a group would be at least 6 months, mostly 1 year, sometimes 2 years. One reason is, of course, that it's not about attitudes. We don't want to change attitudes, we want to change behavior. And behavioral changes takes a long time.
Jehovah.